Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We're back one more time with these new WBA rankings. So, y'all know how we get down. We're going to cover each division. See, can we find some little, some matchups, potential matchups, and all that good stuff. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram. Tap into the website, ldoesboxing.com. So we're going to get to it. Do a little screen share. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I had a chance to take a look at it. You know, the WBA, they always have some surprises. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it. So you can go straight to the WBA website. The rankings comes out the last day of the month. So, you know what I'm saying? They haven't missed a beat yet. Tay in the building. What's good with you? Yes, sir. New rankings. Yes, sir. So, start with the heavyweight division. We know Usyk is unified champion now. He lost his undisputed. He vacated his IBF. Dubois is a new IBF champion. He got Anthony Joshua September 21st. Usyk gonna run it back with Fury for the 3 belts December 21st. So we already understood that. Manuel Charr is a regular champion. He's supposed to reschedule his fight with Pulev sometime in the fall, but he had a bicep injury, so I don't know what's up with that. Juan McCauley is number 1. He got Jared Anderson. That's a big fight coming up on the Crawford undercard. Michael Hunter, number 3. So he won a fight on the not Golden Boy, Don King show. He beat Cassius Chaney, so I mean it's more likely he gonna fight a Don King type of fighter. Mike Perez, who's number 5, you know, he affiliated with Don King, and number 14, Jonathan Giltry. So that might be his next opponent. We still got good contenders like Cabiel, Zane. Fabio Worley is in negotiations to run it back with Frazier Clark. They had a great fight this year. They still kept Chaney in the mix, so that's a Don King thing. He might get another opportunity. You never know. So they can mix and match these heavyweights. Maybe Hunter versus Perez, Chaney versus Giltry on one of these Don King cards. We got not Jared Anderson. He's number 13, but Derek Chisora is a new entry. So Derek Chisora, he coming out the victory with Joe Joyce. So they got him in number 12. So that's what's up though. Derek Chisora still on his last leg. So yeah, we'll see. The heavyweight division is popping now. You know what I'm saying? We got some action, a lot of fights to be had. I think these guys gotta stay ready. You know what I'm saying? They can get an opportunity for some big fights. Bridgerweight, so we got a new champion. Muslim Gazamazov, crazy name, you know what I'm saying? I'll be messing their names up. But he won the vacant title versus Zhao Zhang. He stopped him in the 4th round. So this division, man, we don't know what's going on with it. It was created for the smaller heavyweights, and not gonna get an opportunity to fight a big time heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Weight limit is 224, but it's not much movement, so it's what it is. Cruiserweight. So we got the champion Zurdo Ramirez. So Zurdo, he won the title against Arsenal Galamarian March the 30th. And he got a mandatory Dorda Coast. They ordered that fight. And right now, Zurdo is working his way back, coming off an appendix surgery. He had his appendix removed. So he'll probably be back in the fall. Now, the way I understand it, he's a free agent, but he has a working agreement with Golden Boy. So he may take the best offer. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. Dorda Coast fought on the Don King card, so I'm not sure if he's in line with him, but we'll see. And then you got the rest of the guys. Nothing really changed. Galamarian worked his way back up to number 2. Brandon Glanson, he close to a world title shot. He supposed to be fighting he supposed to fight the number 9 guy, Solomov, coming up in Russia. So yeah, he been working his way. He should be getting a world title shot soon. So yeah, Blake Caparello, he's fighting in Australia versus Nikita coming up. Yes, sir. That's in September. So, light heavyweight, Dimitri Bivol is the champion. Him and Arthur Baturbia are going to fight for Undisputed October the 12th. So as you can see, we don't have the #1 spot is vacated. They did that last month. It supposed to have been Joshua Bowaxi, but since Bowaxi is fighting for the vacant WBO interim title versus Willie Hutchinson, he had to vacate his mandatory position. So one of these guys may fight for it now. Dave Morrell is moving up to 175. He's going to fight Hot Rod Kalajic on Saturday. And then they fight for the regular title. So that would make them, they should be the mandatory for Dimitri Bivol. But they'll probably have a mandatory. So they create more belts again. So we'll see how everything plays out. I'd like to see Anthony Yarde get up in the mix. Anthony Yarde versus Albert Ramirez is a good fight. Conor Wallace, he's facing Jerome Papillon. They fighting they actually fighting in August 28th in Australia. It's for the IBF #2 spot. So, yes, sir. The rest of the guys. #7, Lawrence King. He is promoted by Canelo, so he might be on Canelo's undercard. You know what I'm saying? He might be. They haven't announced it all the way, but we'll see. Alright, moving down. Super middleweight. Speaking of Canelo, so he's no longer undisputed champion. D-Lo, what's good with you, bro? Salute. So Canelo lost his IBF. The IBF is the first one to come get their belt from an undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? They coming. But Canelo and Berlanga got finalized. They're gonna go September the 14th, and a lot of people is down on that fight. I think everybody really in the know. They knew that shit was coming for sure. Kiki, what's good with you? Salute. You know I was live. They didn't send all the notifications. That's all good. I'm glad you're here though. Salute to you. So Canelo going to defend his 3 titles versus Berlanga. Berlanga is the mandatory for the WBA, but they didn't call it. You know how Canelo get down. So that's the fight. Waiting on that announcement. Waiting on that. They're having a press conference. I think it's the 5th and the 6th. I think the 5th is in New York. The 6th is in LA. So do a little 2-city stop to promote the fight. And that's what it is. So hopefully they announce the rest of the card. You know, Danny and Laura is already on there. And they should have some more fights on there. Christian and Billy, he got a good fight coming up August 17th versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's a tough fight. I like it. I think that can be a fight of the year candidate. Derevyanchenko normally fights up to his competition. And he actually, probably, I thought he beat Triple G. You know what I'm saying? I thought he beat Munguia too last year. Close, but it's always like a knockdown or something that happened to Derevyanchenko to make him lose the fight. Close on the scorecards, but we'll see. That's a good fight, him and then Billy. Lester Martinez, #3. He's training with Bomac in them. He had a good win against Carlos Gongora on the Lamar Roach card. So, yeah. They just announced Eric Bayanzan versus Jaime Munguia. That's coming up September the 20th. And it's going to be on a Top Rank show. But Munguia is still with the Golden Boy. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they're working something out where Munguia can stay active and fight. Well, that's good though, because if he's going to fight on Top Rank, they're going to do business. Maybe he can fight and Billy down the road. That'd be a good ass fight. I'm down for that. Caleb Plant, he was supposed to face Trevor McCombie, so they pushed that fight back. McCombie had a cut. To my knowledge, it was for the WBA interim title, and they're looking like they're keeping that fight together. Maybe they're gonna do it. Maybe I don't know. We're waiting on PBC to drop them dates though, for sure. But looking like they're gonna keep that together. And we'll see if they reschedule. And then Pacheco got a fight coming up August 31st. He got the veteran Magic Selecki. That's going to be out here in Cali. So, yeah. I like Pacheco, though. He's solid. Oh, Callum Simpson, #15. He's fighting this weekend in the UK. He got Zach Chelly. So, they fighting on Peacock if you guys want to tap in. All right, middleweight division. So, Laura versus Danny. We already know that was coming. Last month, Danny entered the new rankings at number 11. He's still there. So we kind of figured that was coming. We have a new number 1, Shane Mosley Jr. Last month it was vacant. Now we got Shane Mosley. So look like he's in position to get Laura. He been calling out Laura too. So I don't know. Maybe he got promised some shit. Still got Ian Green. Conor Coyle is actually fighting on the Peacock card too in the UK. Now Conor Coyle has been linked to Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank just signed with Boxer, and he's looking to get 2 fights before he go after a big fight. And he was in the run to get Canelo, and they talking about he priced himself out. So I don't know. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Brad Pauls is up in there. He had a good victory over Nathan Haney a couple weeks ago. It was a rematch. He got the stoppage. So yeah. Let me see some fight announcements. So Verone is fighting Brandon Adams August the 30th on overtime. That's part of that 154 tournament, although he's rated at 160. Michael Zarafa is fighting August 28th in Australia. I think he's fighting a guy named Tommy Brown or some shit like that. Talk about Danny. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna see though. I like Danny though. Danny one of my favorites though. And I like the old head PBC fighters getting opportunities. They're gonna always get opportunities. So we may not like it. Most fans don't like it, but I'm cool with it. And Laura and Danny supposed to happen last year. It's just the PBC didn't have no dates towards the back end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So that fight been in the works. 154. So y'all know we got Madrimov and Crawford coming up this weekend. Charlo is champion in recess. We have a new number 1. Abbas Baru is the new number 1. So that's what it is. You got Lubin, Melnicki. Melnicki is coming up. Damn. He's fighting on the top ranked card. He's fighting August the 10th, next week. No opponent yet. Tim Tszyu supposed to fight September 21st, the IBF route. Lubin pulled out of that, and they're looking to finalize an opponent. I'm not sure if it's going to be Ramos. I thought it was initially, but I got word that he ain't had no contact with them. So we have to see what's up with that. Yeah. So we got a new entry, y'all. Former unified champion Julian J. Rock Williams coming out the blue. So y'all already know what that means. He's fighting one of these PBC guys on one of these cards. And they slick to throw these guys in the new rankings out the blue. They did Danny like that last month. So expect something from J-Rock. Now, since Ramos may not get the Tim Tszyu fight, hey, Ramos versus J-Rock. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. Hey, we got another one at welterweight. I seen this earlier before I jumped on. I can't wait to see Danny and Laura. Yeah, me too. I like Danny. Danny, my guy, yo. Yeah, Shane number 1. Yeah. I guess they're giving him props for beating Danny Jacobs, I guess, but we'll see if he can get a title shot. So Crawford still has a super title, but that shit going away. So it's just gonna be Stan Jones as the champion. Stan Jones re-signed with PBC. He has a mandatory in Galasov. We just seen him tonight. I ain't like his performance. He ain't look good to me. You know what I'm saying? So Stan Jones could possibly a rematch with Barrios. Barrios is highly sought out after. They're talking about him and Pacquiao. Pacquiao looked like trash to me in his exhibition. Maybe he was just playing around. I don't know. But I would much rather see Barrios and Stan Jones. You know what I'm saying? So then who's Tszyu gonna fight? I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. I guess they'll go down the rankings and stuff and see. I thought for sure it'd be Ramos, but I don't know yet. Maybe the IBF will update their new rankings and then we'll get a better picture, a clearer picture of that. Very likely. You've been saying that fight for almost 2 years now. So Stan Jonas, man, we're gonna see what they do with Barrios. I know Matchroom, they gotta be kicking themselves because they signed Boots. And now Boots might not get a big fight. So I don't know. We'll see. We all know Earl Spence ain't fighting at 47 no more. Conor Ben trying to work out his, legal issues and shit as far as being suspended. Look, they got Robert Guerrero in the new rankings. Off the blue type shit. So that's the shit y'all gotta look out for. So if you playing matchmaker and you see that, that's a PBC guy, right? So, and if you've been paying attention to the news, Rolly Romero talking about he's coming back, right? I mean, it makes sense, based off of Rolly working out and shit, and then we see Guerrero pop into the new rankings. I won't be surprised if that's on one of these cards coming up. Maybe they slide that thing on the Canelo card, because Rolly's still kind of popular, even though he got beat up by Pitbull. So, little moves like that, man, I pay attention to. I mean, number 7, he got that ranking after beating Berto in an old man fight in December. And before that, he ain't fought in like 2 or 3 years. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Just wild in these streets. Jesus Sriracha. So, they updated this shit quick because he just fought on Pro Box. He beat Palmetta in a close competitive fight. So he's number 14. And Jaleel Hackett, he in the new rankings. He just won a regional title versus Peter Dobson. So that's good. So he had one fight. Well, he got like 9 fights. One fight with Matchroom and he got a world ranking. So y'all see, it's about who you with. Because when he was with PBC and Mayweather, man, I rarely seen him fight. One fight, he in the world rankings. So that's crazy. Boots and Conor Ben, we'll see. That's saying a lot. That caught my eyes. Yeah, Guerrero popping in there. That's some crazy shit. So I won't be surprised. I mean, maybe we get Jesus Ramos and Julian Williams. Maybe we get, and then Rolly and Guerrero. I can see that shit. That's PBC matchup though. That's how they do. You know what I'm saying? 140. So Pitbull Cruz and Rayo. That's coming up. That's an intriguing fight. Because I do see ways of Rayo winning that fight if he can stay poised and stay to the game plan and box and make Cruz lunge at him and he can counterpunch. I think I see a path to victory. Barrasso, now he's coming back on anyways undercard September 13th. He's gonna fight in Japan versus number 6 Andy Hirako. But I'm not sure if his title is on the line. His interim title. So we'll see what's up with that. That's a tough fight. That Hirako kid can fight. Ken Sims is back. They're giving him a tough, durable opponent, Ricky Perez. Ricky Perez just beat JoJo. And he gave Brian Norman a tough fight on Top Rank. So, Ken Sims will be back August the 10th. Jack Catterall and Regis, that fight got postponed. Supposed to be August the 24th. Jack Catterall had a rib injury. So, if you're wondering why. They got Rolly right here at 140, but that ain't nothing, bro. I can see that Guerrero fight. I can see it. They got to be something for Guerrero, right? For him to be ranked that high. They ain't did shit. Yo, Julian Smith, salute to him. He coming off a big victory over Ergadashev on Carissa Shields' undercard. Yo, give him an opportunity, bro. I like him. He coming off 2 upsets. And he's a tricky fighter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see. This division kind of had an overhaul. Well, it had an overhaul. Got all new champions except for Lopez, Teofimo. Liam Paro just beat Matisse. He trying to come back in Australia late in the year. Alberto Playo, he beat Antoine Russell for the interim title and got upgraded after Devin Haney asked to be champion recess. So now he got to fight Sandor Martin. That deadline that came and went. We ain't heard nothing about that, so they probably made a deal. That deadline was July 23rd. Ain't nobody even talked about it or mentioned it. But, yeah, we'll see what they do. Obviously, I think they made a deal. All right. lightweight, Gervonta Tank Davis. So coming off an exciting win, against Frank Martin. That shit was rocking up in there. You had to be there to see it live. It was crazy. But yeah, Tank, he lost the Lomachenko fight. Lomachenko want to take some more time off, and that duck word is getting thrown around. Y'all know how it be. But to me, I just want to see, because I think Gervonta can kind of, whoever he want to fight, if he want to fight him, I think he can make it happen. But right now, I think he's chilling right now. I don't even know if there's anything like real on the table. I know Shakur and stuff and all that. I'm not even sure if that's 100%. Maybe they talking. I don't think it's nothing serious where the fight is about to be made. It's a lot of shit that you got to get past first. But let's see. I want to see Tank back. Hopefully he'll fight this year. Because the way he looked, I think he should be back this year. He looked good. So Zepeda, we know the story. He's number one across the board. He won eliminators in the WBA and IBF, so he can pick whatever he want to do. So we're gonna see. Waiting on him to make a decision. The WC did order him versus Shakur. Y'all know the drama in the saga. You got Schofield, number 2. He been climbing up the rankings. He's supposed to be back on one of these Golden Boy cards. I want to say September. He might be on Ramirez and Barbosa's card. Let me see. So you got the same names up in here. Andy Cruz is fighting this weekend. He got Antonio Moran. Lucas Body, crazy knockout victory over H2O. So that put him in the top 10. Give him an opportunity. I like the Schofield fight because Schofield is supposed to face H2O. He got stopped. So yeah, make that fight. Look at Gabe Flores. Gabe Flores just fought last week and got a victory in his hometown. Roger Gutierrez, I don't know what he did. Well, he's from Venezuela, so he may get an opportunity. Roger Gutierrez, that's a new entry. Nicholas Walters. So Top Rank is trying to give Keyshawn Nicholas Walters. Keyshawn don't want that fight. From what I heard, he don't want that fight. He want either Mortala or Frank Martin, which I can apply that. That's what's up. I want that. But Nicholas Walters, he did look okay in his pro box debut, coming off a long ass. Well, he fought last year, but we ain't seen his ass since Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. And then as far as the champions, Shakur, we know the saga with him. We waiting for him to actually he in negotiations with Zepeda. Waiting for Zepeda to pull out those negotiations before anything with Tank becomes real. All the other shit, him ducking, Tank ducking, it's just talk. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get that pushing that algorithm. That's all that is, because ain't nothing really real until they finish that business. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's smart for him to just vacate the WBC and go straight to Tank, because he loses leverage. That ain't no guarantee Tank gonna fight him. Tank said he's in the 6 fights. Which one though? Nobody said which one. Which order? Is he 4? Is he 1? Is he 6? Ain't nobody saying that. So all that duck talk, it's just it's a way to build a fight. Like how the Bud and Spence fight got built. Same thing. So Lomachenko, we'll see what the IBF do, because he's supposed to make a defense in the first 6 months after winning a vacant title. So with the IBF orders Zepeda to try to strip him, I don't know. They've been stripping motherfuckers lately. So that is an option. And then Baranchyk, so we heard that him and Chamberlain supposed to fight on the Saudi card, Usyk and Fury in December. So he might be out the picture. So as far as getting, unification on fighting Zepeda, so we'll see. It's a lot of storylines, a lot of drama. 135. Alright. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Yeah, Andy Cruz. Yeah, that boy, he love the spotlight. I like him too. He's nice. I think out of this fight, yo, no more Mexicans though. He can chill on them. He can go fight, some better fighters now. I think it's time. He said facts. Yeah, it's time. He can step it up. 130, Lamont Roach Jr. He looked good in his last fight. I ain't gonna lie. He looked real sharp. Nice little knockout hometown fight. They ordered Albert by Gaziev. Back to Gaziev. He fights out of Russia. He just beat Lamont Roach mandatory John O'Carroll. He stopped him late in the fight. Well, I think the 9th round. So yeah, late, I guess. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He dropped down from 135 to 130. The WBA just ordered that fight. That's a tough fight for Lamont Roach. I think he can win it, but that's a tough fight. I think that's a solid opponent. And we're gonna see how that shit work as far as the purse bids. If we go to purse bid. JD, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Because the people who's supporting Batagaziev in Russia, they got a bag. You know what I'm saying? John O'Carroll said they paid him a bag to go out there. He was trying to get the Lamont Roach fight. He's supposed to fight him in D.C., but John O'Carroll know he can't come to the U.S. because of that MTK shit, though. He ain't fooling nobody. He thought it was you know what I'm saying, one of these old lames. But I already knew the play. So, we'll see. I want to see unification, but, bruh, that shit, seeing Conceição as a WBC champion, that shit is still crazy to me. I'm glad they reordered that fight with him and Shaki Fawcett. So, that fight might be in the fall. Anthony Kakashi is facing Josh Warrington. That's another fight. Like, how the hell Josh Warrington get hella opportunities, and then Navarrete is fighting Valdez coming up in the fall or the winter, one of them. At least I heard December. So yeah, we'll see. Mark Macedo, number 5. Christopher Diaz, he coming off a win. He fought on Boots card, so he may get another opportunity. Let's see. Jordan White is fighting this weekend. We got Aberbell. I gotta see Aberbell back. Orlando Gonzalez. Yeah. Rocky Hernandez. Austin Brooks is up in there. So yeah, 130. 130 is okay. I want to see some unification in this division because I don't know who's the best. All right. Featherweight. I like featherweight. It's a good fight. Albert was a great amateur. Haven't seen much of him in the pros. Yo, he good, yo. He good. Jono hurt him in that fight, but he came back to kind of like wear him down and stop him. He have a good jab. He real good. He's solid. I'm excited about Chamberlain as well. Nick Ball. Yeah, Nick Ball. Yeah, those are good UK fighters. Nick Ball is a WBA champion at featherweight. Shushu came into the new rankings off the blue. And number 1 last month. He's still there. So I know Shushu will be back September 27th. Him and Xander on the same card in New York, NYC. So I suggest him versus Dalby. You know what I'm saying? Just to get used to that kind of short stature and preparation for Nick Ball. He may run it back with the guy who pulled out of the fight. What's his name? Enrique Vivas. So I can see that getting rescheduled. But yeah, Shushu will be back in September. Steve Fulton. So maybe he hop on Canelo's card. I did hear something. Canelo, Fulton versus Carlos Castro. I think Cynthia dropped that. Cynthia Conte. So yeah, salute to her for that. And Castro is number 7, and I think that's the goal too because I've been doing my behind the scenes shit. Y'all know I be figuring shit out. I just need a little drop and I got you. But Fulton's fight on August the 17th got postponed. He was on the undercard of Caleb Plant. So looking like they want to do Castro. Castro has won like 2 or 3 fights in a row since getting stopped by Figueroa. That's a common opponent, PBC type of fight. I can see that. Fulton's first fight back after the 80-weight loss. And it's supposed to be for an interim title. So we'll see. So I'm waiting for them to announce that card. Let me see. Who else got something coming? Now, it was supposed to be Ronnie Rios, but I'm not sure if he fell out. We got a new entry, Jonathan Lopez. He fights with Top Rank. He's trained by Eddie Reynoso, part of Team Canelo. He had a nice, I think he had a first round knockout his last fight. He fought on the Muay Thai and Tevin Farmer card. Southpaw, he good. He got a high rank in the IBF too. Ray Ford is moving up to 130. He should be back pretty soon too, next couple of months. I think Ray Ford, and he's going to be on the same card as Hitchens. Hitchens fighting in October. All right. Moving down 122. So anyway, undisputed. Yo, he got he got TJ Doheny. A lot of people don't like this fight. I mean, if he didn't say he's not gonna stay at 22 for another year or so, I wouldn't like it either. But I'm cool with it because he can only fight one fight at a time. MJ is his WBA mandatory, and you know, I like that fight too. I still think anyway beats him, so it really don't matter. None of these guys in this sanctioned body ranking, I think they can beat him. So it don't matter really. Just stay active. But yeah. Anyway, not anyway. MJ Akhmadaliev, he should fight. He shouldn't just wait. I think he's still in a good position because Sam Goodman is the IBF mandatory and #1 in the WBO. He had a little tune-up fight and he broke his left hand. And he's not having surgery, so he's trying to let it heal on his own. And he can't punch nothing until like the end of September. So it's like, if you're gonna fight anyway in December, which that's his plans, I don't know if you want to go in a fight with a guy like that and not have all your weapons. You feel me? So, MJ, he should be in the driver's seat to get the WBA mandatory first over the IBF mandatory. That's what I'm saying. But I would like for him to stay active. Like, fight on Pacheco's card. He been training with Majimov, you know what I'm saying? Helping him in sparring, giving him some technical rounds, getting ready for Crawford. So he might as well get a little run out, stay active. And if he fight on Pacheco's card, he can create a mandate for us to see anyway versus MJ because they fight like a couple of days apart. The 31st and then September the 3rd. So that's what you want to do in boxing, especially if you a lesser known guy like MJ. Hardcores know him, but like the average fan, like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? So if he knock dude out and go crazy, then we can say hardcore is gonna be like, oh no, he should be fighting anyway instead of TJ Doheny. You feel me? Y'all know how this shit works. Uncle Dre's Finest, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Yeah, that's the one. I like that fight. Guess I'm not getting notifications, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Glad you're here, though, bro. Glad you're here, man. Salute to you. Let me see. Who else got something coming? Elijah Pierce should be back August the 30th. Liam Davies. I like Liam Davies. Him and Shabazz Masood supposed to fight. I think that's it. I can't remember nothing else. Alright. 118. So, bantamweight division. You got Tacoma Inoue. That's the Monster's brother. He been looking good lately, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought he was on some easy money type shit, but Tacoma, alright. You know what I'm saying? He been going to the body, winning fights. Japan has 4 champions at 118 pounds. Nakatani, who was, I think, is the best. Then he's the WBC. IBF, you got Ryo, Nashida. Nakatani and Nashida, that's the one. That's the one right there. That's going to be a good fight. And then Taki. Taki is a WBO champion. He's fighting on the Monsters undercard September. So we'll see if Inoue has another mandatory. I know he fought one. I see Antonio Vargas is the mandatory. OC, if y'all see that, that means official challenger, so mandatory. So we'll see if he do a unification before that, or he take this mandatory. So yeah, super flyweight. So we got a new WBA champion, unified champion, Fernando Martinez. He went over to Japan and beat the champion, Ioka, in a good ass fight. That was a good fight. I don't think you guys, a lot of people seen it, but it was actually a good fight. So Martinez in the driver's seat to get a big fight. Bam got a rematch Estrada. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really hyped about that. The WBO champion is Tanaka. They got it vacant, but it's actually Tanaka. Tanaka was supposed to fight on July 20th, but his opponent came in like 7 pounds overweight type shit. So, Martinez is with PBC too. He advised by Al Heyman. You know, they don't be having no guys this small. So, we'll see. Because I would like to see him unified while he got the opportunity, and then fight. You know, because I think Bam gonna win the rematch. Try to fight Bam after that, and that would be for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Because Bam is coming. Bam versus Martinez is a good fight too. Yeah, it's a good fight. So Jimenez is the interim champion, but I'm not sure if they're ready to order that fight for Martinez. He also had the IBF, so we'll have to see. I think all these smaller weight classes need unification. My man Yuri, he just defended his title. Y'all see, so he's the only champion at one. Well, not no more. We had 3 vacant titles, but my man Anthony Oscarwago, that kid that trained with Nakatani, he won the vacant WBO. So we still got 2 vacant titles at 112. We know Martinez vacated and he tested positive. You know what I'm saying? He tested positive for a banned substance, got a 9-month suspension. And then the IBF title, guys about to fight for that next week. I'm gonna break that down. So yeah. So you see Kenshiro Tajiri. So he vacated his titles at 108 pounds. He was unified champion, WBC and WBA. And he vacated. Now he's number 1. So he gonna be looking to get some hardware at 112. So y'all look out for Kenshiro, who I think is an underrated champion. He had a tough ass fight though against Carlos Gonzalez his last time out. But yeah, I think he can do some things. Maybe it was a weight thing, but I like him though. I like him. Solid fighter. And then 108 pounds. So as you can see, we got a vacant title, WBA and WBC. The WBO is vacant too. So these guys that been in these smaller weights, they vacate to move up. Jonathan Gonzalez vacated his WBO title. Now he's the mandatory for the new WBO champion at 112, Oscar. So y'all see, it's some little musical chairs. Yo, it's drama in these lower weight classes too. There's nobody talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I got y'all covered if you guys are interested. So the vacant title, you're gonna have Eric Rosa and maybe Awata, but Awata is fighting. He may be fighting for the vacant WBO. So it's a lot of musical chairs going on, and guys is getting in position to fight for the vacant title. There's 3 vacant titles now, so you know guys is getting in position. But I know Eric Rosa 100% is fighting for the vacant WBA title. You know what I'm saying? After moving up from 105 pounds, he was a regular champion down there, and yeah, I think he's trying to make some noise. The Dominican fighter, yes sir. And then 105. So now Armstrong is finally defending his title. And this dude, I don't know when the last time he fought. He's the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing. I don't think a lot of people know that. But this dude been holding on to that WBA forever. And he's fighting number 8, Alex Windward. And he got to go to Australia to get that fight. And that's a fight, you know, definitely I think he's going to lose that fight. He's too inactive and he old. So we'll see. And there's a lot of musical chairs here too because we got a new champion in the IBF, Pedro Todoran. He got his title back, 2-time IBF champion. He stopped Jinjiro Shikiyoko. He was a big underdog. Stopped him in the 9th round. Melvin Jerusalem, he has a fight coming up. He just won. He just had an upset over the older brother, Yadea Shikiyoko for the WBC. And then you got Oscar Collazo, who I think is the best in this division. He's a WBO champion. He fights with Golden Boy. He just fought in June. And he has an opportunity to use his WBO status as champion to move up and fight for the vacant 108-pound WBO title. So he can make a move. He got options because he been trying to unify. You know what I'm saying? He just can't get the opportunity to unify. So probably best for him to move up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Yep. My man Andy in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Kawaguchi. Yeah, that was an upset recently, right? I seen that. Russell's fighting trash vacant belt. Alright. Yes, sir. Shigeyoko upset. Yeah, that, I mean, yeah. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think he was gonna beat him. But yeah, salute to him, bro. Your Filipino fighters going crazy, yo. Salute to them. Alright, so yeah, that's the WBA rankings, Joe. The WBA rankings is that sanctioned body that bring dudes out the blue. You gotta pay attention to them. They sneaky. And as of late, they've been rocking with the PBC heavy. So I'm just doing a little recap. Shit that caught my eye. So look like Fulton versus Carlos Castro instead of Ronnie Rios. That may go on the Canelo card. That's the word on the streets. And then Lamont Roach versus Albert Batagaziev. That fight got ordered. Waiting for see what Tank want to do. But Tank just fought though. I feel like he just fought. I don't know, but he's one of the most exciting fighters. We want to see him again. We selfish as boxing fans. 140. We got a good fight coming up with Pitbull and Rio. So this the one right here. 147. Robert Guerrero. Oh shit. Yo, y'all already know what time it is. PBC be doing that shit, bro. They gonna look out for their old heads. Anybody been rocking with PBC for a while, the older fighters, they gonna always get opportunities if they're ready to fight. And I think that's the opponent for Rolly. I do. It feel like a PBC fight. Also, 154, Julian J. Rod Williams, former unified champion, coming out the blue. When last time we seen him fight? I think he fought in December on the same card. No, he fought in Atlantic City off TV. I remember that shit. I covered it. He ain't did nothing since. Now he popping out the blue. So he gonna fight somebody from the PBC. Maybe he took the opportunity to go fight Tim Tszyu. I don't know. I know Tim Tszyu trying to fight for the IBF. So I don't think J-Rock is in the IBF. Maybe it's Ramos. If Ramos don't get the Tim Tszyu fight, I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there on the PBC side. You know what I'm saying? We have a new number one at middleweight, Shane Mosley Jr. He been calling out Lara. I don't know if he's going to get it, but he been calling them out. Danny versus Lara is done for Canelo's card. They should be announcing that Monday. 12-1 underdog. Yes, sir. That's what's up, bro. If Rolly's win, he get Montes. Hey, hey, bro. They looking out for my man Rolly too. So yeah, I can definitely see that shit. Shit's funny. 140. Well, 168. Nothing really stood out to me. Like heavyweight, so number one is vacant. That was Bawaxi. We got Morrell and Kalajic, Hot Rod Kalajic fighting for the regular title. Zerto and Dorticos was ordered, so we'll see when that fight happens, if it happens. And heavyweight, Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is fighting. So that's what it is, man. That's the new WBA rankings for the month of July. I'm calling it July because that's what's going to take effect. So, yes, sir. I want to salute everybody coming through the building, rocking out with me. Late night status. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. Twitter, Instagram. We got the website, man. We got, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. Behind the scenes shit. Y'all know how we do. And hopefully you guys got something out of this. You can always go do your own research. I encourage that. I mean, don't just take my word for it. At the end of the day, you can, get your own shit, your own knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I encourage that. You can go to the WBA website. It's actually pretty cool if you check it out. They let you know who's fighting who. They got like fight schedules, and they let you know who's fighting for their titles and all that good stuff. They just need to clean up some of that politics. Like ranking Robert Guerrero, bro. Y'all know that shit don't justify nothing other than like to benefit the PBC or whoever, right? So I mean, I guess it's good to help the fighter get some notoriety, but come on, y'all know what it is. She said, "Thanks, I appreciate you coming through, Kiki. Salute to you." Yes, sir. So yeah, man. Once again, hope you guys have a good night, and I'm out.